with those kids finally put in place, it's time for us to go confront Oogie Boogie once and for all. But how do we confront him? Or how do we get to his lair? Well, we need to hit that switch. And that will make the doorway to where Oogie Boogie's lair is, and we can finally fight him once and for all. So yeah, hey everybody, it's RRPG here, and welcome to another episode of RRPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2. In today's episode, we are going to finish up Halloween Town in terms of the story progression, and then we will close off this episode. Anyway, let's get on with this episode that's already in progress, shall we? And as you could tell before, or while I was talking, that we did switch over to Goofy because there is that Trinity charge that we need to do down at the bottom of the, of this place, to where, you know, we can try to get whatever's inside that closet area that's being blocked off by a very strong force, in which we need to use the Trinity charge to open up. So yeah, we're going to be going down that way, and we're going to see what it holds. Yeah, that's probably the only Trinity mark that you'll see here in this world. And we haven't seen any more blue Trinity marks, and I know where the last three are, but yeah, you don't see any more at this current point. But even though we hit that switch, you know, where lock, shock, and barrel are, we can actually go inside the, I guess what equates to lanterns or little prison carriages or whatever, and we should be able to get the treasure chests that are inside there. Yeah, we should be able to do that right now. See, it's how lowered it is, so we can go inside here and see what it holds. And we got a Mega Ether for that. Very good. And if some of you have been following me on Twitter, and if some of you have seen the bulletin post that I made yesterday, I said that I have finally completed, or back Wednesday night rather, I said that I have finally completed The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And I have to say that I was overall very impressed with the game, and I definitely think it really sets the standard in what motion control gaming needs to be at this point, as it really sets the bar for that type of stuff. And I wonder how the Zelda game on the Wii U is going to be able to topple that. But I'm really looking forward to it, and it seems like Shigeru Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma are very dedicated in wanting to go beyond the boundaries of Skyward Sword for the Wii U game, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they have come up for it. And we probably won't see the next Zelda game until about 3 years from now. Probably in 2014 at the most. But hey, I can wait a long time, and I'll be, you know, looking forward to playing that, because I am going to get a Wii U, as I think that console looks really awesome. And also, if you have checked on Facebook and Twitter when I said I completed Skyward Sword, that I would be doing a Let's Play of that game after I have completed Tales of the Abyss. And I will do that, because that is one of these Zelda games that looks pretty easy to do a Let's Play on. I know that most Zelda games aren't, because they are very time-consuming with all this, you know, with all the stuff that you want to try to get through in order to complete the game and whatnot. But yeah, I will be doing a Let's Play of that sometime, probably in the spring of 2012, since I will be, you know, busy taking care of this Let's Play and doing Tales of the Abyss, and then I'm probably going to get on with Golden Sun after I complete Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, lots of Nintendo stuff coming from me after these Let's Plays take place. Okay, let's go to that, let's go to here, to that closet area, and we will Trinity charge. Another thing I wanted to add too is that I accidentally miscounted the number of red Trinity marks in this game. There's actually 6 instead of 7, so there were some mix-ups in some of the previous episodes where I said that there were 7 red Trinity marks, but there are 6. So for those of you who may have been confused by the mix-up, then I do apologize. I don't know why things tend to get mixed up in my head when I try to do things right, but hey, it happens to everybody. But we have corrected things, so I'm not the only one who makes mistakes. I mean, some of those big LPers that you know make mistakes too, so everybody's accounted for in making mistakes. So yeah, so we're finally back on track with how many there are exactly, and we got a mithril shard inside of that inside of that closet or whatever when we crossed the bridge. And that was the only thing that we got out of that red Trinity mark. And we only have one more to go. Okay, I'm going ahead to stock up on some items and such, and set abilities for my characters, because just right beyond that door to the torture chamber, we are going to fight Oogie Boogie. So yeah, I'm just making sure that everybody has a... oh gosh, Goofy doesn't seem like he's doing well with abilities. We probably should have given some of our party members some AP points before, you know, maxing out Sora's, so that way they can have more abilities. But, it's okay. I mean, when they get incapacitated, they'll come back after about a minute or two, so it's not a big loss, so, yeah. Anyway, Oogie, give me back that heart.
You want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Ah! Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hunters! This is it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Oh yeah, we'll disrespect you, Oogie Boogie, because you are disrespecting us and trying to cause trouble. So yes, Oogie Boogie is the next Disney bot, or Disney villain who we're fighting against. And as you can tell, he has 450 hit points. Not bad for a, you know, just a regular boss in this game. You know, considering how much hit points that they have on him right now. I think he's around the same hit points as Ursula. But his weakness in this boss fight is weapon damage, and if we use the Keyblade against him, we should be able to do some significant damage, as well as having Donald and Goofy helping out, or if you have Jack, then you can use him too. But the gist of this boss fight is that we're on the roulette table most of the time, and he will be, Oogie will be chucking his dice at us, or his die, you know, which is plural for dice. And whatever numbers land on the die, then there are certain combinations that will take place in relation to this boss fight. Whether if more enemies are going to appear, or, you know, whether if he heals himself, or whether if the gizmos on his roulette table actually start to kick in. There are lots of variables that happen in this boss fight, and we also need to hit those switches whenever. Wherever Oogie Boogie is located, so that way we can trap him and we can do some weapon damage on him, like what we're doing right now. So yeah, it's a pretty simple boss fight. I would recommend, you know, just being careful with what you come into contact with. I know there are going to be times when the gizmos on top, at the top of the roulette table will start to kick in, like these blades that come out of nowhere and they will try to hurt us, like these ones right here. But we need to jump over these, and there's also a set that goes up and down, and we need to either jump over them or just pretty much duck below them, so that way they don't even try to hit us. Oh, come on, get... Dang it, we missed. Oh, I missed. Okay, we trapped you. But too bad we couldn't bring Goofy back, so looks like it's up to Sora to do some Keyblade damage onto this guy. Yes, do some Keyblade damage on the Boogeyman. Oh, he's not down for the count just yet? Oh, come on! Yes, this Boogeyman is not going to be going down quite just yet. Anyway, he doesn't even roll the die on, you know, at this part, except for that one part, and he pretty much is making the little gizmo contraption here trying to attack us. You know, the ones that do the bounces and all. But that doesn't happen for long, and we just need to trap him in this last part. And it's time for us to finish him off. Come on. Very good. Everybody leveled up, and Donald getting 2 levels for that. It's not bad. Very nice, guys. And hopefully that's the end of the Boogeyman, but something tells me it won't be. I should have known Oogie Boogie would try to, you know, he would try to use some sort of trick to, you know, get us to come back after him and to cause more terror in Halloween Town. But yes, this is the second part of the Oogie Boogie boss fight, where we're going to fight Oogie Boogie, who has absorbed his whole manor to become one big, huge, giant movie monster of sorts. So yes, there are multiple targets in this boss fight. As you can tell, there are dark globs that are surrounding Oogie Boogie, which there are about 7 of them. And we need to destroy all of them in order to officially defeat Oogie Boogie. But he'll also have some help from the large and small lanterns that are, you know, that he has hooked onto them. So if you want to defeat them, you can gain some extra experience points, but if you don't want to, then that's fine. All you need to do is just take out the dark globs that are, or the dark globs that are on Oogie Boogie or Oogie Manor's body. And as you can tell, this is not your average boss fight and just trying to strike down the enemy, as there is a bit of platforming that's involved in this boss fight, and it can be a bit tedious, you know, depending on where you land. And if you don't land on any of the platforms when you're high up, then chances are, then you'll probably fall back down to the bottom, and then you're going to have to make your way back up again. And that's not always going to be good, now is it? Of course not. Oh! Come on! Also, you need to be careful of the fireballs that come out of the large lantern, because they could come out at you and try to hurt you. But if you defeat the large lantern or the small lantern, then you won't even have to worry about the fireballs. So I would recommend taking down the small and large lanterns first. Yeah, I know. And sometimes the dark globs will also emit out fireballs too. So if you want to make sure you take out those as quickly as possible also. Oh yeah, fireballs! Yum! Yeah, fireballs. Fireballs for the win. I'm a fire in my fireball! Oh, dang it. Okay, that should be number 2. Very good, we have about 5 more left. Now, as you can tell, Destiny's Force is the music that's playing in the background for this boss fight. It seems like they're never consistent on which music, you know, should be selected for the Disney villain's second boss fight most of the time. Like when we fought against Jafar as the genie, we also heard Destiny's Force, but when we're hearing this, we're also, when we're, you know, playing in this boss fight, we also hear Destiny's Force. But when we're fighting against Giant Ursula, we actually hear the song Deep End, which is another boss fight piece, which is actually pretty epic. But as you can tell, the second advents of the Disney villains have different boss music. And it's like they're never even consistent. And it's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 2, in a sense. Of course, they have Squirming Evil play, which represents the fight, you know, the boss fight against the regular, you know, in the first form of the Disney villains. But never one that, but they don't have a second advent, that song for the second advents of them that is consistent. Okay, we're going to try to take care of the large lantern here, and we need to be careful of what's all taking place, because the large lantern can actually hurt us if it hits at us. Oh, and also one thing that you need to keep in mind, after you defeat the third Shadow Glob, then Heartless will start to spawn out of nowhere, and that will tend to make things a bit more difficult for you to try to land some, stay focused on one thing after the other. Okay, I think we've taken care of the large lantern. Now we need to take care of the small one. The small lantern's still kind of a pain in the butt, but we will take care of it. And we did! Okay, so we don't have to worry about their fireballs chucking at us, as we can just only worry about the shadow globs now. As you can tell, shadows are starting to hit at us from out of nowhere. Jeez. And they're not going to be very nice to us. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Oh, wait a minute. I just realized ain't's not a word. But a lot of people seem to use it. Okay, where's the next shadow glob? Oh, dang it, I fell again. Yeah, I really hate the platforming. Okay, every time when you approach a shadow glob, after you defeated 3 of them, that's when I said the Heartless will start to pop up out of nowhere, but if you defeat a shadow glob, then you shouldn't be able to worry about them giving you so much trouble. But anyway, we defeated Oogie Boogie as Oogie's Manor in its entirety. So we took care of all 7 of them. So Oogie is finally down for the count.
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
Alright, we have officially completed Halloween Town. And Jack says that they'll have to cancel the current Halloween festival for now, and he's going to give Sora something. As you could tell, it's a new Keyblade. Of course, most of the Disney characters who we met have given us new Keyblades every time we completed a Disney World in story progression. So yes, Pumpkinhead is a new Keyblade for Sora to use. And Dr. Finkelstein is kind of wondering what went wrong with the experiment in making a heart, and he says that he's not sure, what even a heart is, and he can't even figure it out. Yes, the heart is a very mysterious thing, as you can probably tell, from what we have seen so far. But yeah, we are officially done with Halloween Town, and I gotta say that Halloween Town definitely holds up as one of the best Disney Worlds in Kingdom Hearts that I have been to by far. Not only just the presentation, but just the surreal atmosphere that, captures you, or it brings you back to wanting to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas all over again. Definitely for me too, and I'm definitely going to be seeing that again this Christmas too, because definitely love that movie in all respects. And as you can tell, there's the mayor and Lock, Shock, and Barrel at Guillotine Square. We don't have to talk to them or anything like that, as I don't think they'll have anything else relevant to say since we're done here. But anyway, since we have finally completed Halloween Town in story progression, we're going to end things off here. So next time on Double RPG's Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation 2, we are going to go to the next Disney World. And we'll see where our hearts take us from there. Anyway, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description. And if you like what you saw, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Anyway, gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you guys then.